So think about just having 7 energy balloons, and every single time you say like, I'm not enough, I can't do this, you're popping your energy balloons, right? So don't allow those balloons to pop. And welcome to this week's episode of It Takes Grit. Now, I have been reading lots of your posts about wanting to feel more secure, wanting to feel like you're not comparing yourself, wanting to have more positive talk. So guess what? Today, I'm going to bring you an incredible episode that is going to really help you have peace with your inner self. Raise your hand if you have ever compared yourself to somebody else. Raise your hand if you've ever felt like you are not good enough. Raise your hand if you've ever felt like you're just not where you want to be right now and you can't see where you're going to get to. That's all of us, okay? So all of us go through this period in our life where we are just wanting to be more. Maybe we're looking at other people and saying, how did they get there? Or we were comparing, or we're having negative self-talk towards us, right? We're like, hey, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I don't believe I can. And so today, I'm going to give you exactly what to do to change your mindset to start to give yourself a little bit more love. Because all of us, me included, need to have a little bit more and a little bit more love for ourselves. I know that in our community, everybody is so loving of everybody, apart from a few Karens, right? You're going to have that, by the way, in all of your life. So we're going to put those Karens to the side. However, when we are thinking about ourselves, we're so hard on ourselves. I am so hard on myself. And actually, this is something that I'm going through right now of just having a little bit more peace and gratitude. So I'm going to be sharing with you some things that I do that have really helped me, and it's not to say that it's just going to disappear and all of a sudden you're just going to feel amazing. It's going to take time, it's going to take consistency, and it's going to take you wanting to make a change. But I promise you that if you implement these steps today, right, and if you keep on doing it, your mindset will change, your life will change, and your inner peace is going to just heal a little bit more. So we're going to talk about the power of affirmations, because what you say becomes your reality. Have you ever heard someone say, well, I'm just a negative person. Well, I just don't love the gym. Well, I just can't eat healthy. All of those things literally become our reality. So how about we start to retrain our brain and we think about things that are positive and enlightening and that make us feel better. And I know it's not easy to do that, right? It's not just, we can't just like click our fingers or flip a switch and say, you know what, today I'm just going to wake up, I'm going to say all the powerful positive things to myself and I'm going to be fine. No, but the first step into giving yourself more love is being aware that you are giving yourself negative talk and self-doubt. And I have seen so many posts recently when I asked you guys, what are you looking for? How can I help you? How can I serve? The big common theme that we're seeing right now is that they don't feel like they're enough. Now, I've only got a 15-minute podcast with you right now, 15, 20 minutes. We need to do full immersion. And we all need a mentor. We all need somebody to take us on a journey where we're actually really going into full submission and full immersion of having a breakthrough, which is why I am so adamant about this event that we're doing on the 12th of September and the other things that are coming from it, right? So you're going to be the first to know if you're looking to do some inner work and you're looking to really change what's happening inside of you. Number one, you're going to need to show up for the event on the 12th. And number two, you're going to need to show up because we are launching something else on the 12th that is going to be just for you. Yes, I have been reading your posts. I've been seeing what you guys need. And it's this inner work, this inner love, this inner respect for yourself, this inner belief. And we are already working on something that is going to blow your mind. But the first step of actually being able to access that is getting yourself to the event on the 12th of September, the I've Got Grit event. Just go to ivegotgrit.com. Okay, so don't worry, there is more coming, but this is just going to be a little bit of the tip of the iceberg of how we can start that progress going and give you some tools that you can use today. So we're going to talk about the power of affirmations, and I'm going to break it down, like how we do it. How do we do affirmations? like, that's weird, right? Why do we do it? When do we do it? And then a daily gratitude journal. So how, why, what, when, okay? And self-talk, how we are with our head, like you have, especially right now, everybody is so in their head. I feel like, you know, we're in a different environment. People aren't traveling as much. You're not able to engage with other people. You have to do social distancing. You're not seeing as many friends as you normally would. You're not going to the events like in person like you would. And that type of environment and that type of shift makes us just really get in our head, right? I've been in my head a lot too recently, so I understand how you feel, but I know that I can give you the tools to help you because I've been through this before. I've been through this personal development journey, so I'm already aware of how I need to change my mindset. So, power of affirmation. How do we do it? First of all, and if you're just driving right now, if you're listening to this while you can't have a pen and paper, just take some mental notes. And then when you get to a place where you can jot some notes down, I always say having your notebook out is super important to actually write down and learn these things. So write down everything that you love about everybody and yourself, right? Because if we write down a list just about ourselves, what happens is we're like, I don't find anything. Right? I want you to write down a list of 5 things that you like about your best friend, 5 things that you love about your favorite family member, 5 things that you love about somebody that you follow on social media, 5 things that you love about somebody in our community, right? Write all those things down. And that's how you're going to start off finding your affirmations, those words. Because if we just say sometimes like, okay, write down 5 things that you love about yourself. You're like, I don't love anything about myself, right? So we have to first of all find those words and find those sentences, and maybe we're pulling it from other people first, okay? So and then what I want you to do is you're going to pick 3 of those things daily. So I want you to have a notebook, and you're going to, tag me on this, right? On your Instagram stories. I want you to have a notebook full of affirmations. I'm amazing. I am positive. I am smart. I am talented. I'm enough. I can do this. I got this. I have self-belief, right? All of the things, and keep adding to your list, right? This list is never just dead, right? We can keep on adding to this list every single day. And then I want you to pick 3 things from that list daily and then say them in the mirror, right? This is going to feel super weird when you first do it, and you're going to be like, I don't want to do this. It is uncomfortable. But you know what? Our success is on the other side of our, the success is the outside of our comfort zone. So we have to do a few things, right, to get us there, to get us to change our mindset. So pick 3 things daily. You pick 3 things daily and you say them in the mirror until you really feel it in your body, okay? And you're going to be the judge of whether you've actually taken that on. And I did this at an event not long ago, and we had to keep saying the words over and over and over and over again until we really felt like it was inside of us. And it was actually other people who were telling us if they felt like it was real or not. And we had to say it with such conviction, and I'm excited to do a little bit of this stuff in the event as well. So if you're like, hey, these affirmation things, I don't know if it's really going in my mind, I don't know if it's really going in my brain, I need somebody to do it with me, you're going to find your bestie at the event that's going to be able to help you do this on a daily basis as well, right? Because we're going to actually do it full out. Now, remember the virtual event, you do it from your living room, but we have these breakout sessions where you actually get to talk to each other. So it's going to be very, very powerful. So pick 3 of those things that you want to do daily, and then say it over and over again until you really feel like you believe it, right? You really have to say like, okay, this is 100%, I believe this is happening, this is real, okay? So number 2, why do we do it? We do it so that we reinforce positive behavior and positive mindset thinking. If we constantly go out through the day and we're like, I just can't do this. I'm not good enough. I wish I was more. I wish I was this person. I wish I had this in my life. I wish I could do this. Why am I not there yet, right? What's going to happen is we are just going to have all of this energy and this negative energy that's not actually helping serve go do what we need to do. So think about just having 7 energy balloons, and every single time you say like, I'm not enough, I can't do this, you're popping your energy balloons, right? So don't allow those balloons to pop, because what's going to happen is you're taking them away for something that is going to be really valuable and actually give you something incredible in your life, okay? So why do we do it? To get out of our head, write this down, to get out of our head and into our heart. All right, so number 3, when to do it. I love to do this in the morning, right? I love to absolutely do this in the morning. This is so funny. Penny is going behind. She's doing her affirmations right now with her toy. She's so great. Here she goes. She's off to play. Guys, you understand if you've got kids or animals at home, right? This is just what happens. So when do you do it? I like to do it in the morning, right? Because if we're doing it in the morning, we're setting the intention for the day, then we've already programmed our brain to think positive. And then when those, sneaky little things come in during the day that try and throw us off, then that's when we can say, right, I've already trained my brain in the morning to say, I'm positive, I'm enough, I've got this, I can, right? As soon as those negative things start to come in, maybe around lunchtime, mid-afternoon, we've already done all the powerful work in the morning to set ourselves up for success. So those negative things are going to come in and they're going to bounce off. That's what we want. We want them to come in and we're going to have them to bounce off, right? So always do it in the morning, because just like everything, we want to set the intention for the day. If you kind of wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you don't get your breakfast, you don't listen to your personal development, you don't do your morning affirmations, all of these things are just going to have a tumbling effect for the day. So set yourself up powerfully. Morning affirmations, finding those 3 things and saying it over and over and over again until it literally feels like it's in your body, okay? And that's what's so amazing about words. And words become our reality. And you know it all the time when you've met someone that's like, yeah, I just can't lose weight. I just can't. Now, if you go into a nutrition program and you already say you can't lose weight, you will not lose weight, right? Because you've already told yourself you can't, and you actually don't want it to work, right? You want to say, I'm excited for this. I can lose weight. I've got this. I'm amazing. And when we are thinking about ourselves, right, we can only compare ourselves to yesterday. And we have to be grateful for what we have right now. Now, there's always a place where we want to go, right? It's like being content with where you're at while pursuing where you want to go. And, for us achievers, who want to do this, we have this next idea and we want to, go here and we want to, create this. Like, it's so normal for us to be like, oh, I want to be there. I want to be there. But the truth of the matter is that you are where you are at right now. And you need to embrace that, and you need to enjoy that, and you need to say, you know what, in the future, I've got more exciting things coming, and write this down. Enjoy the journey, because I'm telling you that when you get to a position or where you do something that's incredible, it's not like this amazing magical thing that just happens, right? You feel excited for maybe 5 minutes, maybe not even that, right? You get that rush of adrenaline when it first happens, and then it goes away. So when you feel like, oh my goodness, I just wish I was this person, or I wish I was there, that feeling of achieving something isn't the thing that keeps you going and that keeps you fired up and keeps you fueled. It is the journey. It's the progress. It's the development. Like, I love the creation of something new, but like when it's out, it's like, all right, well, what's next? Like, I thought I was going to have more of an emotional connection to the actual time it happens, but it's not. You're emotionally connected to the journey. And so instead of comparing yourself to other people and wishing that you were like that person, and trust me, you don't know how everything is on the inside, right? You only get to see the outside and what people show you. So you're only shown most of the time a highlight reel. You're only shown specific things that people, allow you to see. You don't really see their private life, right? You see their best parts, their highlight reel. And so you're trying to compare yourself to something that is not even real itself. So let's work together, and you work on yourself, on that inner talk, because at the end of the day, the more that we worry, the more time that we spend, obsessing and, getting, all in our head and kind of getting a little bit, I don't want to use the word crazy, but like I've often felt like that, like, oh my goodness, I'm going crazy. Like, I want to do this. I'm comparing myself to this person. Why am I not here yet? Why am I not doing this? And the reality is that we have to be grateful. Attitude and gratitude. I say it all the time. Grateful for the experiences that we have had so far in this life. Being content with where we're at while pursuing where we want to go. So I hope those little tips about affirmations, we're going to be doing even more in our events. And then we've got some incredible things. I can't even tell you what's happening elsewhere, but there is more happening after the event. So I'm just so excited to share that with you, because I really feel like I've been listening to you guys. Like, what is it that you're struggling with? What is it that you need? And I'm going to be able to help deliver that to you using my own experience. And only because I've been to so many personal development events, and I've worked on myself so much over the last 7 years, that I want to be able to share that with you. So thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. I hope it was helpful. If you want to share this with somebody, be the hero in someone else's life today by giving someone just a little bit of an extra boost, making them feel good, making them feel alive, and together we can be more positive. Guys, thank you so much. I love you, and be kind to yourself. Mwah.
Doing something in a high vibrational state sounds terrible because I'm in such a low vibrational state. It's like we can only consider the ideas that are going to maintain our current level of mindset. And I think that was